In 2022, I was doing my A-levels, so I was doing my studies, my last exams before university. I remember I came across this video from the YouTuber Hamza Ahmed on his Unfiltered page, how anyone can make 10K a month, and he literally gave the blueprint to making 10K a month. So I followed that. 90% of the advice was amazing, but I feel like I can add to it. So that's what I'm doing in this video today. I'm going to talk about how you can escape the 9 to 5 and make 10K a month in as little time as possible. Now, I 100% believe this month for me will be another 10K month. Halfway through November to December, I made 17K in those 4 weeks. Now, some people left on my video some comments, the previous video, just talking about, show some evidence because I don't trust you. Fine, fuck it, let's do it. So right now I'm gonna put some screenshots of me, like my Stripe account, and then I'm gonna put some of my PayPal, all the payments I received. Now, you have to bear in mind, some of those payments came from a payment plan. So some of the payments are a month or two later, hence why it's not 17K fully in that month. However, you'll see there's £9,000 on my Stripe balance in those 4 weeks guaranteed. And there's a payment of $3,000 as well. So that brings me to about 14,000. And then like the other 3,000 is on payment plans. So I'm still waiting on 1K from one of the clients. But yeah, other than that, bro, 17K. And then out of that, a 16.5K profit. Regardless, that's over 10K anyway. And it's not even $10,000, it's £10,000, right? This month already, I've made about 1,600, 1,700, and it's Saturday, the 6th of January. Again, some of those people on a payment plan, they'll make the rest of the payments this month. So yeah, this month I know will be another 10K month. I'll put screenshots of that too if you want. I don't care, I'm not bothered. The only reason I didn't do it in the first place is because I press film, I speak to the camera, and then I stop filming and I upload the video immediately. That's it. I don't even crop the start, I don't even crop the end, like I try not to. It's simple as that. Why? I'm not doing YouTube to get famous. I'm not doing YouTube to make money. You might not believe that, but I'm not. Right now, I'm focused on a different business that doesn't even require me to do YouTube on this channel. And then that's it. I do this out of passion for the game. That's what you need to understand. Not everyone is in this for the money, bro. I'm doing this for the passion of the game. So here's how you can go from your 9 to 5. Well, I'll put the screenshots. Okay, so you've seen the screenshots now, you know I'm not lying. So here's how you can escape your 9 to 5 and go to 10K a month. And I'm telling you this from experience because this is exactly what I did. I was on universal credit at the start of like last year, so 2023. I was gonna say this year, but man, it's 2024, I can't believe it. But 2023, I was on universal credit around April, May. Within 3 to 4 months, I had like I'm within that, I got a job. So I was universal credit, got a job, and then 4 months after the job, I managed to quit and go all in on my business. And now I'm hitting 10K a month consistently. Now, here's how you do it. I've just got like 11 points here. They're obviously going to seem a little random and whatnot because of the order. I literally just wrote them down. But who cares, bro? Listen to what I'm saying. You will be able to quit your job. And let me just actually add something. Okay. Number 1 is get your 9 to 5 if you don't already have one. So this is what I'm saying. Get a 9 to 5 if you don't already have one. And if you do already have one, try to switch to a work from home 9 to 5 job if possible. You might get less pay. Who gives a fuck, bro? The leverage you get on the extra hours is insane. So what I recommend is, if you don't have a 9 to 5 now, go on to Indeed, go on to all these other websites and search work from home customer service job. Get one of those jobs. Try your best. They might not even accept you at first. You might have to apply for 2 or 3, do a couple of interviews like I did, and then eventually you'll get one. That's what you want to do. Work your 9 to 5. Now, a lot of people say, okay, bro, I don't have a 9 to 5. I live with my parents. I don't need money. I don't have any bills. Why would I get a 9 to 5? I'll tell you why you need a 9 to 5. You need cash. You need cash coming in. Not only so you can invest it into your business, but you need cash coming in because you're a fucking man. Who's going to pay for your gym membership? Who's going to pay for your food? Who's going to pay for all of these little things, bro? Who's going to pay for them? It doesn't matter if you live with your parents, you need to get a 9 to 5. And also, bro, once you get the 9 to 5, you start respecting all the other hours of your day as well. So you might get the 9 to 5 and after work, you're like, shit, I want to escape this job. Okay, I need to start doing this. It also gives you the reality check. If you don't succeed in business, this is what you're going to do for the rest of your life. Because what a lot of guys do is they just finish school. They never get a 9 to 5 job for 3 or 4 years. Just say, I want to be an entrepreneur. That's bullshit. That's fucking bullshit. You need to experience the pain of a 9 to 5 to actually want to escape it. How can you escape the matrix when you haven't even entered it? It doesn't make sense. So what I want you to do is, if you don't already, get a 9 to 5 job, ideally work from home. And then if you have one already, try apply for work from home ones. The reason we're going to do this is all those hours that you have to like commute to work, commute back, and then you have to get changed, you have to do all this shit. You could be doing something in that time that helps you with business. Because a lot of people think, oh, 9 to 5 is 8 hours, 8 times 5, bro, is 40 hours a week. That could not be further from the truth. You have to wake up an hour early, you have to get changed, brush your teeth, go travel to work for like 30 minutes, and you gotta travel back. And it ends up being a 60 to 80 hour work week because you don't have those like 20 hours to actually do anything. Those 20 to even 40 hours. I remember I used to work in a warehouse, bro. It used to be a 1 hour bus travel there and a 1 hour bus travel back 4 days a week. So it'd be 4 days of work and then 4 days rest. It'd be an hour there, hour back. That's an extra 2 hours. But if I was just working from home, I'd log in on the computer at 9, I'd log out at 5, and that's it. The other hours, I can do whatever I want. I'm literally at home. So that's what I'd recommend you do. It's exactly what I did. I applied for a customer service job, just work from home for a company called the AA, and that's it. Stack the hours upon your work. Simple. Okay. Now, put number 3, but it's number 2 actually. You need to understand it's going to take time. It's going to take time. You've got your 9 to 5 job now, which means you have less hours to work. A lot of people, they think it's a bad thing, but it's like I said, now it's going to motivate you to escape the matrix because you've actually entered it, and ideally it's work from home. But you have to understand it takes time. The money you get, you're going to have to invest into books. It takes time to read those books, and it takes time to implement what you're going to do. Then you have to get the money and buy courses. It takes time to obviously buy the course, watch the course, understand all of it, and then start implementing it. That's just how it works, right? So one of the greatest purchases I ever made was Hamza's Adonis School. When I joined Hamza's Adonis School, bro, you know, he put me in the business mindset, so many different things. And if you go on Adonis School, Hamza's community, you'll actually see some of my older posts on there where I'm literally on government welfare. So you'll see the transformation yourself. So you know that I'm not lying. So you need to understand it takes time. Why? Right now, you're unskilled at entrepreneurship. You're not a good salesman. You're not a good copywriter. Or maybe you do have experience in these things. That's great. That's an advantage, right? You're not a good speaker. You're not a good copywriter. You're not a good salesman. You don't know anything about business, right? It takes time to grasp your head around these things, experiment, and then start getting results. So you need to understand, get your 9 to 5, work from home, and then just understand it takes time. Stop setting goals like, oh, in 3 months, I want to quit my job and become financially free. I didn't set that as a goal. Every day I just focused on what is the highest ROI task I can do right now? What can I do that will make money come in? And then I focused on those activities, and eventually money started coming in. I beat my income from my business. I managed to quit the job, boom, 10K a month. So you understand? You have to understand it takes time. Now, the third thing is understand this principle from a book. The book is called, what is the book called? It's called The Almanac of Naval Ravikant. The book is called The Almanac of Naval Ravikant. I highly recommend you read it. And he talks about this principle of leverage. He says it is no longer rich versus poor. It is no longer white collar versus blue collar. Now it is leveraged versus unleveraged. I want you to think about that. It's no longer rich versus poor. It's no longer white collar versus blue collar. It's leverage versus unleveraged. Now, what does that mean? Well, rich versus poor. That's kind of common sense. But there's this belief, if you come from a poor family, you can't make money. There's this limiting belief in like 99% of the population's head. And maybe you have this limiting belief too. I used to have that belief. But then I realized this principle. It's not rich versus poor. It's not blue collar versus white collar, which means it's not like the accountants and the lawyers and, you know, all the smart white collar jobs versus the blue collar jobs like builders, you know, electricians. That's irrelevant. All that matters now is leveraged versus unleveraged. Meaning, let's just say you coded a software and people paid $20 a month. 1,000 people could pay for that software. You don't have to do any more work. It just gives them access to it. Or you could post a YouTube video like I'm posting now. And then I could post this video, it gets 1 million views, 1 million eyeballs on that video. And let's say there's a sales pitch somewhere in the video, 1 million people just got pitched my product, maybe 100, 200 buy it. Do you understand? Rather than me just going door to door knocking like, oh, do you want to buy this product? Do you want to buy this product? Do you want to buy this product? I can make a video like an advert and post it. So that's an example of leverage. Another example of leverage is you can have someone work for you, right? So now with this idea of leveraged versus unleveraged, the best thing you can do is start making money online. What a lot of people will be tempted to do is, Amazon FBA or businesses that involve physical, like, I'm going to start a pressure washing business, or I'm going to start becoming an electrician, right? Those are great things. Yes, you will make money, but they don't have leverage. You can't make money in your sleep. You can't make thousands of dollars online. You just can't. Because you only get paid when you turn up. But that's not the case when you make money online. So maybe you can do an agency, right? Once you start cold calling and you build a certain amount of clients up, eventually the ads start running themselves and they keep paying you that monthly retainer. Or maybe you can start a coaching business, right? Once you get the client onboarded, yeah, you have to go search for the client. But after that, bro, you can give them access to courses and then you just do a couple of coaching calls with them now and then. Then obviously you can set up a sales team, you can set up other people who can do the work for you. Or perhaps if you're a coder, you can build a software. And if you build a software, people can pay a monthly subscription. And if you're sleeping, people can join the monthly subscription, okay? So you want to start a kind of business that uses leverage, whether it's coding, some kind of content like I'm doing now, but obviously I'm not trying to make money from this. All these different types of things you can do, right? It's no longer rich versus poor. It's no longer blue collar versus white collar. It is leveraged versus unleveraged. So I want you guys to start a business where you have leverage, ideally an online business, ideally something called a cash flow business, a business you can start with no money. The only money you would probably need to start is to invest into coaching, mentorship, books, that kind of thing, right? So the business I chose originally was SMMA, but that was like January last year. I ended up dropping that because it wasn't wholesome. Then I moved into an online coaching business. So you see how there's like an influx of self-improvement YouTubers, right? They could just start a coaching business. Like I could literally just start a coaching business right now and say, okay, I'm going to coach you on how to, I don't know. What could I coach you guys on? How to become a better speaker, for example. People pay me maybe like $1,000. We hop on a couple calls. I teach them, take them through a program. They can become more charismatic or they attract more women, whatever they want, bro. Obviously, whatever I can provide, and that's it. So the coaching business I started was porn addiction. I started helping guys quit their porn addiction. Simple. Because I was using the internet, I could just post a YouTube video and I could pitch that to, a couple thousand people at once. I could go into different online forums, provide value, and then people would just come to me, right? It's as simple as that. So get a 9-to-5, ideally a work from home job. Why? Because those hours where you're commuting and those hours where you're mentally preparing, they are draining your energy, bro. You could put that into your business and make more money, right? Then you want to understand this takes time. You're not going to get rich overnight. Yes, you can get rich very, very fucking fast. Like to go from universal credit to $17,000, which is 16.5K profit in a single year. Like imagine doing that in the same year. That's how fast you can get rich. Then you want to be leverage versus unleveraged. Now, the next one I put work from home. I've already mentioned that luckily. The next one is you want to lower your expenses. So when you're starting off, bro, you have to understand there's something called lifestyle inflation. And you probably already know about this. But when you're trying to escape the 9-to-5, you need to save as much money as possible, right? Which doesn't mean you don't invest in courses. Do invest in courses, buy books, buy those things that benefit you. But you need to start saving money. And this is just the truth. Because maybe you don't have a 9-to-5 job now. Okay, you're living off a couple hundred a month. But then I tell you, get a 9-to-5 job. So you can start investing in yourself. You get the 9-to-5 job and now you start buying bullshit. You start buying new clothes. Look at me, bro. Look at me. What the fuck am I wearing, right? This chain was given to me by Hamza, right? This chain was given to me by my father. This watch, look at this watch. Look how cheap it is. This jacket was a gift from my father. And I'm literally wearing an Andrew Tate Resist the Slave Mind shirt. Like, do you understand? I could easily go buy some Moncler jacket right now, go buy some tracksuits and try and act like I'm some G. I could do that, but I'm not going to do that. So when you get your 9-to-5 job, you have to make sure you don't increase your means, bro. This means even something as small as skincare products, I wouldn't even get them. Something like supplements, I wouldn't even get them. Something like meal prep, right? That could be useful because it saves you time. And we'll actually talk about that later. Actually, let me write this shit down, bro. Perfect, I said that actually. You want to lower your expenses. It's simple. So your job will probably pay you about £1,500 a month. 1,500, you pay for your investments, you pay for courses, all these different kinds of things so you can learn. Other than that, you don't buy nothing else. You don't eat out, you don't do anything crazy. Because if you do that, you're going to start living paycheck to paycheck. Like if you go finance a car, now you can't quit the job. You have to keep the job. So you need to lower your expenses, live below your means, bro. Why? Because when you do this, you don't have to worry about money. You can work your 9-to-5 and you can quit at any time. So that's that. Number 7, this is a concept. Well, it says number 7. There's no number. So the next point is, this is a concept I've learned from the YouTuber First Man. So Chris Sturmey. I highly recommend you go on his YouTube channel and you just watch his content. It's this principle that weekends are your greatest weapon. And weekends truly are your greatest weapon. Maybe you work Monday to Friday or you work like, Sunday to Friday, whatever. Understand, weekends, when you're working a 9-to-5 and you're trying to escape the matrix, they are your greatest weapon. They are the greatest weapon. A lot of people, what they'll do is, they'll get the job. They say, I want to make 10K a month, I want to become financially free, all this bullshit. When it comes to like Friday and they finish work, they stay in, they watch TV, they eat junk food, and then on Saturday, they sleep in until like 1 or 2 p.m., 3 p.m. Then they get up, and they're like, oh man, I'll start on Sunday. Sunday never comes for them. They don't do the work, and that's it. Monday, back in the matrix. You don't want to do that. Whatever time you wake up for your boss, you wake up for yourself. So if your job starts at 9, what time are you going to wake up? Probably like 7:30 if you have to commute. If you don't have to commute, probably like 8:30, 8 o'clock. You wake up that time on the weekend. 100%, you have to wake up on that time of the weekend. Even if you don't know what business you're going to do, you wake up and you pick up a book and you start reading it. And you're probably thinking, what books do you read? Luckily for you, I have another video on my channel called Secret Books That Made Me 10K a month, or some bullshit like that. Secret Books That Made Me Rich. I don't know what the title is. I forgot. Watch that video. So understand, you need to wake up the same time you normally wake up. Otherwise, you're going to fuck up your sleep routine anyway. And here's another thing. And this is a story I've told in the previous video as well, bro. When I was working my warehouse job, I remember this one specific time I was sitting down, like I was covered around some boxes. I was sitting down, and then I'm just sitting down, relaxing, bro. My legs were killing, I was doing a 12-hour shift. And I look up, and I see the manager coming towards me. So I locked eyes with her, and I quickly stood up like, fuck. Like, she just caught me not doing the work. And then she knew that I knew, and I knew that she knew that I knew, whatever. Some bullshit like that. Basically, she knew that I was like, fuck, right? And then, a couple of days later, it was my day off, it was the weekend. And I was lying in bed, maybe it's like 3, 4 p.m. I'm still in bed because I'm that fucking drained. And I'm like, what the fuck? I got up, darted off the chair like a bitch for £10 an hour in fear of losing my £10 an hour job. But to start this business that I know will guaranteed make me $10,000 a month, which was a social media marketing agency at the time, I'm not getting out of bed. Think about that. Monday to Friday, when you work a 9 to 5, you dart out of bed at 7:30, maybe even 6 a.m., 8 a.m. like a fucking bitch for bitch money. But when you know on Saturday and Sunday, you have the potential to start a business that makes you $10,000 a month, what do? You sit in bed. You go on fucking Pornhub, you go on Instagram and you start scrolling. Why? Why do you do this? Why do you self-sabotage when you know for a fact that this business can make you free? Why do you get up for 10, 20 pounds an hour, but then you don't get up to make $10,000 a month? Why? Jordan Peterson says, take your own medicine. We always want to act responsible for other people, but we don't want to be responsible for ourselves. For example, if a person has like a parent who's sick, they'll always say, oh, take your medicine. Or if they have a dog who's sick, they'll give the dog the medicine. What about your own medicine? What about when it's time to take your own supplements? You don't take them though, do you? No. Take responsibility. Understand, weekends are the greatest weapon. When I had my 9 to 5 job, bro, I would literally lose sleep. I'll be working till 1 or 2 a.m. and I'll wake up at like 8 o'clock. That's how fucking hungry I was, right? And I was lucky because it was work from home, and I recommend you get this as well. So understand, weekends are your greatest weapon. Do not lose your weekends to sleep. I know it's hard to say that. Go sleep normal time, wake up normal time. A lot of people, oh, it's Friday, yeah, let's chill, let's eat some fucking pizza like a fat fuck and watch TV. No. You're going to go sleep normal time, and you're going to get started. Because you understand this, people think, oh, Monday to Friday, yeah, work's over. Now it's Saturday, Sunday. No, the week starts on Friday. The week starts on Friday. That's what you need to tell yourself. Monday to Friday, that was just a warm up. Saturday, Sunday, boom, this is where the real work starts. And you start working on your business. This is the aggressive mindset you need to become a successful entrepreneur. And if you don't do it, that's fine. Because I did it, I'm out. I know I'm going to reach 100K a month soon, either end of this year or like sometime next year. $100,000 a month. You're listening to a guy who literally makes thousands of dollars a month. I've put the Stripe payments and all that shit on the screen already. You know I'm not lying to you. Why would I lie? So take my advice. Understand, weekends are your greatest weapon. Or maybe you have Monday, Tuesday off, or you have 2 days off, whatever days you have off. They are your greatest weapon. Abuse them. You wake up. You should actually wake up happy. Because you're like, yes, I get to work on my own thing. I get to escape. This is my opportunity. And then you use it completely. That's that. Weekends are your greatest weapon. And I have to thank the YouTuber First Man for this, man. Like, bro, Chris, you changed my life. Next thing, minimize gym to 3 times a week maximum. And I know, fucking hurts. Maybe you're one of those powerlifting guys. Oh, look at me, I can deadlift 5 plates, but you're fucking broke, right? Or maybe you're one of those bodybuilder guys who wants to do push-pull legs 6 days a week. Listen, I used to be the powerlifting guy, right? I used to be like, I want to train and West Side and speed work, max effort, all that bullshit, right? Oh, look at me, I can deadlift. It doesn't matter. There's a certain point where you just have to grow the fuck up and realize, you know what? None of this shit matters, or who can deadlift the most, who can bench. It doesn't fucking matter, bro. You're fucking broke. You're stuck in the matrix. You're a slave 5 days a week. Your parents have to work. Your parents are getting old and they have to work. Your parents are getting old. They stress about money. Your parents might die just because of money. There's a time you have to take your foot off the pedal of gym and be like, you know what? I'm going to train 3 times a week maximum. I don't want to be a powerlifter anymore. I'm just going to get strong. I'm going to have a good looking physique and that's it. And here's the thing. There's a YouTuber called Kino Body. And he says to men, if you want like an aesthetic looking body, train 3 days a week only. That's what I did. Like, that's what I did when I was training in my, when I was in my job. 3 days a week. I still train 3 days a week, right? I'm boxing once a week now because I have more free time. So gym 3 days a week. I highly recommend you go on YouTube, search Kino Body or Gregor Gallagher. Go through his channel and he talks about if you want an aesthetic physique, you only need to train 3 days a week. You focus on the lifts like the incline barbell press, the overhead press, weighted chin up, that kind of thing, and then get to a low body fat percentage. So all that I need to do now is get lean. I'll have a top 10% physique. To understand, it's as simple as that. Gym 3 times a week. Why? If you go any more, you're now affecting your business. You have to understand this. You have to make sacrifices in the process. Yes, you might not have the best looking physique, which I don't believe is true. Because as I said, I know you can get the best looking physique only 3 days a week. Like the other guys who train 6 days a week, they're just training too hard for no reason, bro. Or maybe they want to get bigger legs. I don't know. But understand, 3 days a week is maximal anyway. So it's peak optimal performance, whatever you want to call it, bro. Train 3 days a week. The other days you want to use for your business. Look, think about it. What's going to have a higher ROI in the long term? An extra hour on your business or an extra hour in the gym? Your business. Because your business can make you $10,000 a month. Would you rather have a 10 out of 10 physique and a 3 out of 10 income, or 7 out of 10 physique and fucking 10 out of 10 bank account? And this actually brings me to another thing I learned from First Man, the straight 7 system. As a man, you shouldn't want to be 10 out of 10 across the board. Don't have a 10 out of 10 physique and 10 out of 10 money and 10 out of 10. It's impossible. You can't be 10 out of 10 in everything, only if you go all in on one thing. Instead, aim to be 7 out of 10 in everything. So have a 7 out of 10 body and 7 out of 10 income, rather than 10 out of 10 body and then 0 out of 10 income, or 10 out of 10 income and 0 out of 10 body, right? We don't want that. So the goal here is not to be as rich as possible anyway. The goal is train 3 days a week, have a great looking physique and make 10K a month, right? Be able to quit your job. That's it. So that's that. Weekends are your greatest weapon. Train 3 days a week because the time you can put in your business is worth more than that, okay? Now, number 9, bro, this kind of goes back to the 9 to 5, right? And it can also relate to your friends and your family. You don't want to talk about your business with your work friends, your family, your friends. You don't want to do it unless they're already matrix aware. And even then, I wouldn't even mention it in your job. Do not talk about business in your job. Trust me, I made this mistake and I could see these people's faces. They were like, what the fuck, man? What's this guy on about? Or you can see that money's a personal topic. Bro, when I was working my job, I was 19 years old. I'm 20 now. I'm 20, alhamdulillah, bro. Saying I'm 20 and make 10K a month is insane. But, bro, I was 19 years old talking to guys who are like 23, 24, bro, even girls my age. Talking about business, they don't give a fuck, man. They just want to make their money, go home, fucking wank, watch some porn, eat some junk food, live their life. That's it. They might say, oh, yeah, I'm interested in property and wholesaling and Forex. Bruh, red flag already. They don't know anything about business. They've watched one fucking fake TikTok guru and that's it. They're going crazy. So don't discuss business with your friends. Not only will they start your business friends, not your business friends, bro. Fucking losing train of thought. It's been 23 minutes, bro. God damn. But yeah, don't discuss it with your friends at work or even your friends who aren't entrepreneurial or your family who aren't entrepreneurial. Why? They'll start to hate you, which will make your time at work shit or make your time at school shit or just make time spending with your family shit because you'll just feel they hate you, bro, because money is a sensitive topic. Also, it releases dopamine in your brain, right? You're going to be telling them your business plans and you're going to feel like you've achieved it. So when it comes to do the work, you're going to be like, yeah, let me just watch another Andrew Tate edit. Let me watch some Tony Montana edit. Bullshit. Don't talk about your goals, right? In the wrong places. There's a time and place. Talk about them to keep you accountable, right? Maybe talk to your entrepreneurial friends. Other than that, I wouldn't speak about your goals, bro. You're going to release the dopamine. And when it comes to do the work, you're not going to do anything. So that's that. Now, the next point is don't think about your 9 to 5 job outside of work. Don't think about it. It's a big mistake. I call myself doing it before. I call my brother doing it. You get into the fucking politics of the job. Oh, guess what, man? The manager said this. And then, bro, the manager was being a dickhead, bro. No. I've caught myself doing that before. Fuck it. Work's finished. Log off the computer. I'm never thinking about work again. I'm going to focus on my business, give all my attention to my business, do as much as I can. I'll go work the next day. I'm not even going to fucking think about it. I'm not going to think about what this hoe said, what this bitch said, what this guy said. I don't give a fuck, bro. I don't give two shits what the manager said. As soon as work's done, you log out your computer, you leave, or if you're working from home, you just log out and that's it. You never ever think about it again. I don't care how shitty someone made you feel. It doesn't matter. When I was working my job, bro, for like customer service, bro, the people who used to work there were fucking cunts, bro. I would ask a question like, oh, the customer asked this, blah, blah, blah. What do I say? And they'll be like, oh, you still on the script, bro. And they'll start acting like, oh, you're so dumb, ha, ha, ha. Like literally saying this shit. And I'm thinking like, you don't know how much money I made last week. Anyway, that's that. Don't think about work outside of work. When you're an entrepreneur, you need to protect your mental energy. You need to sit there and guard your energy. You only give energy to the things that make you successful. You have to understand you have limited energy. Your energy is not unlimited. If you give your energy here and here and here and here and here, right? It's spread all over the place. But why not get all of that energy together and just boom, direct it towards your business? In fact, I'll put like a picture of like some like energy bullshit. You'll see it anyway, and you'll understand what I mean. So I'll put a picture. I recommend you read this book called Essentialism. That's that. Now, the next thing you need to understand is how you do one thing is how you do everything. And I learned this from an entrepreneur called Sam Ovens. How you do one thing is how you do everything. The way you take a shit in the morning is how you do everything. The way you work out is how you do everything. How you do one thing is how you do everything. Now, why would I say this? If your sleep routine is fucked, your business is fucked. If you don't push yourself in the gym, your business is fucked. If you don't fucking shower, your business is fucked, right? If you keep, I don't know, what else? I don't know. Maybe you guys can figure it out. Okay, if your diet is shit, your business is fucked. You need to understand how you do one thing is how you do everything. And you might not be able to directly see this, but it's like the entrepreneur Sam Ovens said. If he sees a guy who's in great physique, right? He's got a great physique, he's got a good diet, consistent workout plan. He can trust that guy as an employee. But if there's another guy who's fucking obese, he's disgusting, he smells, he's got a shit diet, he can't trust him to work on his business because why? How you do one thing is how you do everything. So understand, whilst you have your 9 to 5 and you're trying to escape to make 10K a month, make sure your life is in order. When you do those weekly workouts, make sure you push yourself in every set. Make sure you push yourself. Make sure you attempt like to progressively overload session to session. Make sure you turn up on time. Make sure your diet's on track. Make sure you sleep on time. Because I'm going to explain it logically, right? Let's just say it's Friday and you say, I'm going to eat some pizza and I'm going to stay up late watching TV. So here's what happens, right? Saturday, Sunday, you have off. So Friday night, you eat the pizza an hour before bed. You then stay up a couple more hours perhaps, right? So you eat pizza. You stay up a couple of more hours. You watch TV. Before you know it, it's 2 or 3 a.m. Now, because 3 a.m., you're going to go sleep, but when your alarm hits at 7, 8, you're not going to get up because you've only had 4 or 5 hours, maybe 6 hours of sleep. Then what you're going to do? You're going to sleep until 1 p.m., 2 p.m. Now it's 1 p.m., 2 p.m. You've killed the day. Now you're not going to feel motivated to work on your business because you're tired, firstly, because obviously you changed like the times that you sleep, so your hormones change, all that bullshit. I'm not going to get into that. But then you've wasted some of the hours of the day. Maybe you repeat on Sunday. Now Monday you go to work feeling like shit. So after work, when you have to go to the gym, now your workouts are shit because you're tired, bro. You're feeling groggy. Also, you didn't get enough sleep. You can't focus on your business, right? So you just see how one decision, right? The second order consequences of all those decisions stacked up and then you fucked up the entire week. So understand how you do one thing is how you do everything. And then there's no numbers. Next thing is you want to start a cash flow business. I briefly mentioned this already, bro. You need to start a cash flow business. Start a business where you don't need any money, right? You can start a copywriting business. You can start a coaching business, which is what I recommend. And this is exactly what I did. So copywriting, coaching, social media marketing, those kinds of businesses. You don't need that much money to start. You need £200-300 maybe. Just invest in a couple of softwares. That's it. The rest is pure skill. And then, I start a cash flow business because there's no money to lose. Also, the skills you develop are insane. So I start a cash flow business. And it goes back to this idea I mentioned before about leverage versus unleveraged, right? Cash flow businesses are leveraged. If you start a marketing agency, bro, it's leveraged. You can do it on the internet. You can send emails. You can have automations that work for you, that kind of thing. Strongly recommend a coaching business as well because mainly the people come to you. You get to do what you love as well and make money. My problem with social media marketing agency was, yes, it made money, but I hated it and I didn't believe I could deliver the service. But when it came to coaching, bro, it's already a topic that you care about. So let's say you want to be a fitness coach and you start coaching people on fitness, right? You might charge the clients like $1,000 for like 2 or 3 months of coaching. Get a couple of those every month. Bro, that's fitness. You love speaking about that. For me, my genuine curiosity at the time was semen retention. So I was coaching on that. For you, it might be charisma, whatever. You can coach people on different things. That's that. The next thing is you need to save time. I'm just noting this down. Save time. When you work a 9 to 5, it's easy to associate the pay with how much your time is worth. You might think, oh, my time is worth £10 an hour. Wrong. Your time is actually worth thousands of dollars an hour. And that might seem like, what is this guy on about? This guy's crazy. Because I've seen other YouTubers like Hamza say like, oh yeah, your time's worth $50 an hour. Aim for it to be $100 an hour. That's not true. Your time is worth hundreds and hundreds or thousands of dollars. Think about it. If you can book 10 sales calls and you take those 10 sales calls in a day, right? And you close a client for $3,000, your time is worth multiple hundreds, bro. Because you maybe put in like, 5-6 hours of time, boom, you close a 3K client, right? That's insane. So understand, you need to do everything in your power to save time, meaning you don't cook anymore. You get the money from your job and you pay £300-400 a month for meal prep, which is painful. It stings. But that saves you having to go to the store, buy ingredients, come home, wash the chicken, cut it up, put some fucking powder on it, mix it up like a bitch, put it in the pan and all this long stuff. That wastes your time and it wastes your energy. That's time you could be working on your business. Think about it like this. If you could book 5 sales calls or cook a week's worth of food, right? Which one has higher ROI? If you could potentially close one of those calls for $3,000, you basically made $3,000 in the same time what it took you to make the week's worth of chicken that only cost £300 to buy from meal prep. Not even that, bro, because a week's like £80-90, right? So understand, do things that save your time, right? So if you need to commute, get there the fastest way possible so you have more time in your business. Yes, it costs more now, but it saves you in the long run. So do things like get meal prep. Don't take the bus, bro. Take taxis if possible. Do all these little things. Yes, the cost adds up, but you save so much time. So I'd strongly recommend you get meal prep. Honestly, look, the video's been 31 minutes. And I know no one's even going to watch this video, which is the maddest thing, right? So this is how you make 10K a month. You're starting in a 9 to 5 job. You get a 9 to 5. Hopefully it's work from home. You understand it takes time. It's not going to come overnight. You understand it's leveraged versus unleveraged. You live below your means. You don't increase your income. Not your income. Increase your income. Don't increase your expenses. Understand weekends are your greatest weapon. You train no more than 2 to 3 times a week. Honestly, 2 would be great. You don't discuss business with friends, family, workmates, or anything like that unless they're very entrepreneurial. But work, there's no exception. You don't discuss it. You don't think about work outside of work. You need to guard your energy. And then understand how you do one thing is how you do everything. You start a cash flow business and then you want to save time. It's as simple as that. Now let me think, is there anything that I missed out? Okay, something I want to add on is you want to read 1 or 2 books a week. You want to make this priority. Reading books is the highest ROI thing you can do, along with buying courses. Now you'll see a lot of courses are $1,000, $3,000, $10,000, $15,000. They're all worth it. I can tell you, I paid for a course for 9.6K. It was fucking worth it. I'm still making the monthly payments. It's worth it, bro. So buy courses and read a book a week type shit. If you do that, you will 100% succeed. Guaranteed, bro. So a book a week. If you want to know what books to read, click my channel. There's videos, there's a video called like Secret Books That Made Me Rich, something like that. Watch that. Other than that, bro, 33-minute video, but whoever watched it to the end, you're a fucking legend. Because the guys who didn't watch it to the end, they weren't willing to watch a 33-minute video telling them how to escape the Matrix, but then they're willing to go on Monday, work 8 hours for someone else for fucking £70. So, jokes on them. With that said, bro, hope you enjoyed this video. Just comment below, like, any criticism for the video. Actually, don't comment criticism. I don't care about your criticism. I'm not posting this to get famous. Just comment what you want to see next, that kind of thing, bro. Like, comment, subscribe, all that nonsense. And with that said, bro, I'll see you in the next one.